I like Fushizi. I like Manizi. Acha iende. So hello Dr. viewers. We're glad you could also today find time to tune and as well as to we continue with these conversations of ours. Kwa wale wote wenye walikuwa wamenipatia advice, I'm very happy to report that sitafuata hadi mmoja. Nimeona wameblink. But acha tuendelee. It is. So Dr. viewers, like I was saying, so we are very glad that you could tune in. We are it is on the eve of one of the biggest meetings yenye shaipangwa na walimu wenye wako na visual impairment from all over the country. The meeting will be taking place in Nairobi University. That is 1st of March. And I believe since these are the kind of conversation we are peddling, it will be nice for you to learn such. So today on the couch, I'm very happy to have a long-time friend to share our conversations with you. And I don't know, I think I'll give him the honors to introduce himself. Karibu.
Thank you very much, Mr. Robert Mokaya. Indeed, as he has said, we have known each other for quite some time since high school. And here we are in campus. So my name is Zachary Kiroso, and I'm a student here at Kenyatta University. I was a student at Thika High School for the Blind. We were with Mr. Robert here. And I'm very much glad to be here, also having to get in touch with you with this conversation.
Oh, actually, I'm very sorry to the Dr. viewers. Sijaiwaambia mimi nilisoma Thika. Sijaiwaambia. But vizuri sawa wamesikia, sawa wamesikia.
At least wamesikia leo.
Sasa unajua unashindanga mbona huyu kijana kanga ni kama anakuanga mfiki hivi. Kumbe nijua alikuwa Thika, si ndio?
Huyu jamaa alikuwa Thika. Kwa hivyo asiwadanganya kwamba na ni Thika School for the Blind. Kwa hivyo asijaribu kuwadanganya eti alikuwa Thika High. Because my listeners, many people, especially those who are living with visual impairment, and they have gone through Thika High School for the Blind, they usually write a different report on their social media platforms because they say that they schooled at Thika High, and the Thika High is not Thika High School for the Blind. There is a difference between Thika High and Thika High School for the Blind.
Salvation Army. For that matter. But in that spirit, I've seen Salvation Army all over the continents. They have been wamekuwa reach out. They are supporting stuff with disability. So shout outs to our Salvation Army.
Yes.
And so like we are saying about Thika is a very old school, and so like I don't feel like wange get the merit it deserves from those people who have passed through its hands. You see, and we have quite a number of people who have influenced, like Ndule Isaac Mora says in the tulione ndio spokesperson wa government
kabisa.
And a number of other individuals. Oh, and even Lady Justice Nani. There's a meeting we attended in Yasop late last year.
Yes.
Society of Professionals with Visual Impairment. So I met there Lady Justice Monica.
Oh, Monica.
Yeah, the one gave us a talk here disability
on the disability day.
Yeah, that lady.
She also schooled there.
Yeah, she's also a Thika product, and even we have got, bro. I think wacha tuseme ndio tumeanza safari ya kuweka merit pali inafaa.
Very true.
So with that in the background, maybe mtu kuja kwa platform tunataka kujua maybe like or maybe where ulizaliwa wapi mzee Zakaria mwenyewe.
Thank you very much. Kuzaliwa na malezi ama kwa Kiswahili kingine bado nakiita makuzi. I come from Mombasa. I was born in Kwale County. I was brought up in Kinango sub-county. Then at around 2003, I went to Kilifi County and I was residing at Mazeras, just a few kilometers before Mombasa town. So I could say that most of my life I've spent it in urban center. Yeah.
So, hallelujah. I think I was going ahead of my mind. Like I wanted to say something like any cocktail ya nini ya Urban Center hizo all the what all the roughness, the smoothness that comes with urban life.
We know all kinds of lives that are found in urban centers.
Yeah.
Because we have lived there. Of course, I once lived in Ushago, as they say. But I think it was less than 4 years. So I cannot classify myself as a rural person.
And you are young by then.
I was very young, so
So it's very, the influence must have been ile ya kupitia.
Ni ile ya kupitia tu labda. Kiasi tu, then sasa life iendelee.
Very nice. How about me, like schooling?
Schooling, as I have said, I went to Mazeras. So
that
one is in Kilifi County, but Mazeras actually it is a border. I could say that it's a border between Kwale and Kilifi, because there's a railway line there that brings the border across. And I can also say that Mazeras also borders Mombasa County. It actually borders 3 counties: Mombasa, Kilifi, and Kwale counties. But at different regions of Mazeras there. So in terms of education, I began my education quite many years back, and I think it was in 1999. I think that is when I began my nursery school at Kinango Primary. Then from there, because of the visual challenges, I could not be able to cope with.
After how long did you learn that you could not cope?
I think the whole of that year was struggling, because you see that when the teacher
immediately go to school.
Immediately I went to school. That is why I realized that I could not see on the board, because I could see the teacher writing something on the board. Then nilikuwa nashindwa huyu mtu nini anafanya. I could see others are copying, so I could
unakaa mbele lakini wapi?
Nilikuwa nakaa mbele lakini wapi? Actually the main reason as to why I was going to school in 1999 is because kulikuwa na uji wa saa 5. Uji ulikuwa unapikwa saa 5. So I used to go there so that by saa 5 I take that porridge.
Kwa site.
Labda niongeze site.
Anasema kwa site. Niongeze site wa light.
Niko kwa hiyo site. Kwa hiyo site niongezee site.
Light, that's a bar.
Yeah, very true. So from there I think I stayed outside for quite some time. Around
wewe ni mzaliwa ngapi nyumbani?
Mimi ni mzaliwa wa kwanza.
Mzaliwa majukumu hapa mwenyewe.
Mzaliwa majukumu pale, sehemu za pwani pale. So around 2005 it happened that I traveled to Kisii land. Big up to those people who are coming from Kisii. So I went to Kisii, basically Nyamira, and there was a special school there, so I schooled there. It's called Nyachururu Primary School.
Nyachururu Primary School.
Yeah, Nyachururu Primary School. There's a special unit that was established there.
Nice.
So I joined the special unit, but I'm very glad that I found teachers who are supportive, like Mr. George. I understand he was transferred from that school. There was Mr. Onenga. He was one of the teachers who was really supporting us in that special unit. And many other teachers that I could not even remember for now. So I schooled there with the help of those teachers. Then I learned up to class 4.
Okay, so you started from scratch. How can you start really?
Not really scratch. In terms of not special, because the special unit, most of the special units in primary school, they don't have a category. You could say that this is a class 1 or 2 or 3.
Oh yeah.
But now it depends on the teacher who is teaching you. If he is teaching you the content of class 1, then we could classify you as a class 1 person. Mostly it was mixed up. All categories of special needs were there. You find mentally challenged, physically challenged.
Yeah.
All of them were there. So sometimes it was not easy even to recognize yourself where you are. I think also there was a lot of discrimination at that point. And many people could think that all people who are learning in that special unit are mentally challenged. So you are given a nickname.
It's like a mental sailor.
My friend. But finally I maneuvered through.
You finally managed to what class you are?
Yeah, up to 2009. I cleared for class 4 in 2008. But when I went back to Mombasa, by the end of that year, I was compelled to repeat class 4 in 2009. So at Buni Primary School.
Another special school?
Buni Primary, it is just a primary, an ordinary primary, but it also had a special unit. So I went there in 2009, but that special unit, then seeing the things were not working very well for me, I myself, I just decided to join the rest of the school, especially those who are in class 4.
Mainstream.
Mainstream, yeah, we call them mainstream, in third term. And I began the journey with the regular pupils, yeah, up to class 8. That is 2013. From there I went to Machakos to learn Braille.
But at least when the large print.
Yeah, at least in class 8, the large print was considered. Then from there I went to Thika School for the Blind in 2009. In 2014. But I was referred to Machakos Technical Institute for the Blind to learn Braille. That was my genesis of Braille using.
Okay, all these are done anytime you went. All this at the time. Thank you producer Kamoni.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
It's very important tushughulikia our sectors.
Yeah. Ini ile uji ulikuwa inafanywa ndo shule.
Hii sasa ni ile uji ilikuwa inafanywa ndo shule.
Alright. Subhanallah. So, what were we saying for the Fariji game? I was saying like you had challenges with your nini all this while with your site, but you're just you're trying to cope until now when you went to Thika nini for nini high school.
I went to Thika for high school. Then that is the time I was introduced to
that.
Braille. Actually, I think that was the first time I realized that the visually impaired persons, they are using another form of writing referred to as Braille.
But before you nini
before that I was using print with the other ordinary students or learners.
Okay.
Although with the struggles.
Okay. I bet you didn't know you were struggling because you thought that was the normal.
Yeah, I thought that was the normal.
Yeah, as human beings, you can be tempted to normalize struggling. Okay, so that is 2014. You are gotten to Thika. You've realized that, or rather, they've told that considering your condition, you need to learn Braille, and that's when you proceeded to Machakos.
That's when I proceeded to Machakos, MTIB. So I was there from June, from May to DEC.
What was your attitude? Like, do you feel like what was your general attitude? Because that period,
I would say that my general attitude was that it was negative.
I would imagine.
Because I thought that these people you know, they are wasting my time, one.
Of course. But of course.
Bearing in mind, I've already wasted a lot of years back.
Mm-hmm.
Then, by then, I was called Principal Kamau.
Mm.
I really appreciate him wherever he is, because he contributed to who I am today.
By sending you to Machakos?
By sending me to Machakos, because he actually told me that when you learn Braille here, the probability of you...
In person?
In person.
Hey.
In person. I met him in person because I wanted to learn Braille as I was also learning other subjects. But he told me...
I thought that is what was happening.
That is what was happening to other students. But for him, I think he thought well of me, and he told me that when you learn Braille here, you will have challenges of learning the new norm of writing, and also trying to capture the other subjects.
You will receive a lot of stimuli.
So
it will overwhelm you.
It will overwhelm you, and you may end up not getting a good grade that maybe you had wished. So I went to Machakos with a negative.
Were you by yourself, ama you had a number of other students?
By then I was myself.
But like okay, you went
by myself.
Okay.
Yeah, because I went there alone. So I was sent alone. But reaching to Machakos, of course, you meet other students.
Other new blind recruits.
Other new blind recruits who have also been sent there by the same principal.
Very interesting.
Due to different reasons, because maybe somebody anaweza kuwa labda hakuwa anaona kabisa, and somebody, maybe another person, could have preferred the same. So it depends. But
to Machakos you went.
Machakos I went. That was the destination by then. Yeah. At the end of the day, I finished Braille.
So that is 2014 up to December.
Up to December. December, then I came back. I did an interview. I think that was the first time to do an interview, one. I had never done an interview before.
Yeah, like kwani watu wanataka kunipea nini? Nini wananifanyisha?
Nini? Ni kazi kwani wananifanyisha?
Yeah.
So it was not easy, but I passed the interview. I joined Form 1.
Nice. So there you are, 2015.
There
in the streets of Thika.
In the streets of Thika, Thika town. In the streets of Thika town. At the center of Thika town, that is where Thika High School for the Blind is found. A very nice place.
Yeah, in retrospect, very nice. Yeah. Oh, nice. So like, I would imagine. Now, did you before, it's like from what we have, me and the listeners, from what we have gathered, is that you are just coping very well until what Mr. Kamau told you to go and learn Braille. After learning Braille, do you feel like your intake and copying in terms of learning improved? Am I just maintained?
I would say that it really improved. One, because it is like an additional to what I had, additional knowledge to what I had.
Nice.
Because initially I was using print, and here comes another form of writing.
Nice.
That even does not even require lighting. So anything that was making
it is accommodating your shortcomings.
It is accommodating my shortcomings. So anything that, for example, if I was not able to do an assignment at night, I could just switch to Braille. And during the day, I switched to my normal reading of print. So you see that one?
What tutakwambia government is include kwa nini? Kwa exemption ya tax. Jiko unasoma mchana.
Hadi usiku pia nasoma.
Hapana. Wewe unafaa ulipe. Wewe una work nini 24 hours economy?
So I'm working 24 hours economy. Mchana niko sawa. usiku bado niko sawa. I can also use braille. So I would say that it has really improved my life, especially I would talk of academic part, because that is the journey that we are right now. It is the one that escalated my growth in academics.
Nice.
Because when I try to compare the grade that I got in primary and the one that I got in high school, they differ. They differ.
Some will call it world apart.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would say that it contributed a lot to my performance by then.
So you should also give some credit to Bwana Kamau, wherever he is.
So Bwana Kamau, wherever you are, thank you very much for the input that led to my performance up to now that I'm in the university level. Whatever you I don't know. You had recommended it. I don't know to use the word push because you were pushing me to yeah.
You see, considering that Mr. Kamau has been a principal for so long, almost 20 years at Thika, so I am sure most of the persons with visual impairment will know that the honorable gentleman.
Yeah.
And like I was saying, he has received a lot of criticism, so it is nice and it is it is refreshing to hear that there is someone who at least can say kudos to Bwana Kamau.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. So now in terms of how you perceive yourself, like character development, like
What do you mean by character development?
Okay, not when I mean by character development, si ya campus ya watu wanapigana nini wanavunjana mioyo. I don't mean that. I mean this other one, or like generally growing as a person, because your all-roundedness.
Yes, holistically.
Yeah, holistically. Like how much do you think the impact the can have part in it?
Well, I would say that Thika has really shaped me holistically, and I would begin by.
Let us not forget you're also the head boy, please.
You
should not. You should not forget that you're the head boy in 2018.
In 2018.
Yeah.
So I want to say.
Hey, wait. Why am I forget? Tuongeze hapo hadi you are the C chairperson. Kakablas hebu toke.
Yeah. So I would say that Thika High School for the Blind really impacted me holistically in different ways. Let's begin with social life. My social life really improved. The fact that I don't know whether I'm an introvert or extrovert, but I talk whenever I get an opportunity. So it really helped me to have good interpersonal skills through the leadership positions that I was given at different levels. Because I remember I was appointed to be the CU choir when I was in Form 2. That was a challenge to me because I had never led choir anywhere, though I was doing music. After that, I was also appointed as a music prefect. You see, that one is building now. There's a block that is building.
Yeah, that's progress.
Then in Form 4, I was appointed as the school captain as well as the CU chairperson. That was the peak of my social development because I could really get a lot of social skills out of that on how to negotiate about a case with the students, how to discipline, the methods that are appropriate for discipline, communication skills improved, of course, and other life skills that could really contribute to the whole being of me contributed. When you talk about spiritual life, I would say that it really impacted a lot to me because of the different positions that I was given. and many opportunities that we had for prayers, for the Bible, and for the rallies. Bearing in mind I was a leader, so every opportunity that was available,
You attended
I attended all of them. So you could see that one, it really made me to be a giant spiritually.
Oh, so at this particular point, maybe I would like to ask, like, of course, it is said that we are products of our environment. Sindio? Like we don't shape our environment, but the environment shapes us. Now, like you being you now seeing the world through now let's say the spiritual eyes, do you feel like you have been conditioned, okay, considering that now we're in the academic space, or maybe you will feel like you have some deep intrinsic drive towards the same?
Pardon your question, because
I'm saying right now you say like you feel like you've grown you gigantically, that is spiritually.
Yes.
Right? So now I'm asking, like, can someone will say that maybe is that like nikujipata? You see, you are a product of your environment. You see, or maybe it is some deep awakening, some deep intrinsic motive, or that could have gotten you to this point. I don't know if I'm clear at that point.
Yeah. If I could try to answer your question, I would say that it could be both. It could be both. Because when I came to Vika High School for the Blind, personally I had a passion for God, and to improve my life in the spiritual matters. So I had already conditioned my life to live that way.
Okay.
But now through different leadership positions that I was given, they also contributed. So it also acted as an strengthened. It also acted as a reinforcement, or we can also talk of extrinsic motivation to me, to where I am currently.
That one is very nice, Zachary. So I don't know at this particular point, maybe if is there some thoughts you like to share? I don't know. Okay. Maybe at this particular, maybe we should raise the issue like you had some desire to work in a media space.
Yeah. Personally, I had a desire to work in a media space.
Okay, I'm sorry. You do still?
I have.
I
have a desire to work in a media space, because that has been my passion for the longest time possible. And currently, I don't know whether I have said that I'm in Kenyatta University and I'm doing a Bachelor of Education.
Yeah.
Music and Kiswahili. So the issue of media, I understand it from in terms of not a career to me, but it is a passion.
Nice.
It is a passion.
Nice.
It's not a career, because
well put. Well put. So you see, the reason for me to start this podcast
yes.
was to bring persons with disability into the media space. You see, you will think that I'm already in the media space. I am not, but I've felt like my people should be in this space.
Yes.
It's not like we have shortcomings in terms of gifts and talents or abilities. We are endowed. I think we must push these things, that we should be there.
We should be there.
Should be there.
It's not an issue of career. If you say that sasa nimeenda media, nimesomea sijui it is an issue of passion, motivation, and also the desire for you to be in a particular arena,
to serve in a particular space.
Because you could be a teacher as well as a radio presenter. There's no problem. there's no problem with that. With you doing double work.
Zakari, kindly allow me at this point to address there has been this issue
Yes.
whereby persons with more so strictly persons with visual impairment,
Yes, yes.
in terms of when they come to campus for the longest, we have been, it's been said that we have only dominated the school of education, you know, and so you will find that any person maybe will, even the one who has got a passion for teaching or maybe research and all that, he's I don't know, he there is that notion in our midst to be viewed as if he's backward or he's doing something wrong or he's doing something, how do you put it, like a cliche. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that there can be, I don't believe that there can be a cliche in terms of our profession that one has chosen. It is a drive, and if it is fulfilling you, well and good.
Well and good.
Yeah. So
Very true.
so we have, I don't know, I think we shouldn't have that general blanket condemnation. It is very inappropriate.
I think there's been I don't know what to say about it, because a stereotype about the issue of teaching, because many people think that the only career that persons with disabilities, especially visual impairment, can dive in is education. And that is why the School of Education has been bombarded by many teachers, many learners who are visually impaired who are doing education, and these learners are not found in other departments or other schools. So I think that is a mindset that the society is building towards people with visual impairment, that the only area that we can peg our eye on is education, of which we have come to say that it is not a must you be a teacher. You can as well be something else that you have desired, you've always been desired. And as I have said earlier, that I have been desiring to be in a media station or to work in a media station. So that is a passion that is still in me. Even if I'm doing teaching, if I get an opportunity to broadcast, I'll do it.
Like, let me have a good example. I think it is Kibuda Kibwana.
Yes.
Yeah, that the gentleman, I think I don't know if he's a senator or governor or something. So this gentleman, I think he's been practicing law. He has also been lecturing law at Nairobi University. You can also see he's also proceeded to be I think he's the governor of, is it
Machakos?
yeah.
Not Machakos, Makueni.
Yeah, Makueni. So you see, this person is doing very well, but he still has how do I put it? Like, he still feel like he wants to share in terms. See, the same thing went for PLO. PLO is a practicing lawyer, but he still lectures.
Yes.
Sindio? What Barak in university? Barak or something.
Moika Barak.
Barak nini. You see? So, like, I think even not only the issue is not even the perception of the society, it's a perception that we also need to relook into even amongst ourselves. Yes, amongst ourselves, and it's only when we can change, like, how we take it and how we conduct ourselves around it, and maybe the kind of stories we are going to share, that the people will use it as a gauge to be able to judge us, if I may put it that way.
I would say that I think one of the main reasons as to why most of us visually impaired persons end up being teachers, I think there is something that we are running into with the TSC, the 5%.
But you can get it. You can also get it in other spaces.
Yes, you can also get it in other spaces. But the main challenge that is there in other spaces is that you see now in the TSE, you are given an additional allowance for somebody who will be helping you. But for example, when you do something else that is not teaching, and you are required, maybe for example it is the issue of the county works there, like the social works, who is going to give you the job? Then he also gives you the assistance. That is number one. Then we also have the non-governmental organizations. These non-governmental organizations, they are very competitive, especially in employing people. So there is no way they are going to pick you who has another need. You also need a helper, and they leave somebody who has the same certificates and does not require a special assistance.
Okay, I see.
So you find that most of the persons with disabilities, they end up languishing in search of jobs, not because there are no jobs. There are so many job opportunities outside there. But the issue, the employer's attitude towards learners with disabilities. So I think this is also something that even the employers in every organization, they need to be educated about. They need to be educated about the awareness of learners with or maybe persons with disabilities. And also their special needs. Not that these people, they are not capable of doing. They are able to do something. It's only that maybe they could require some assistance. Of which, if the company is able to give an assistance, then it is okay. So that they don't make us, because like the learners who are still in high school for the blind, they are looking at the others who have gone ahead of them. Imagine if they hear Mr. Robert here was doing, for example, human resource management, and he has not been employed up to date. Maybe he has lived for 5 years without getting a job. Do you think that it will be easy for them?
No, they'll run away from their such. They'll automatically run away.
Watakimbia. So the society, the organizations, and also the government needs to put measures to ensure that our rights.
Exactly. Like you see, if you ask me, I don't think watatusikia hivyo. Mimi sasa hivi nimeona unajua Waswahili wako kosea venye walisema ati amani ya iji ila kwa ncha ya upanga. Like is venye kumefika, is like we must force issues. We must force our way into the spaces.
Yes, we must force ourselves into the spaces.
Yeah.
Because I understand in
and
every
prove our competence.
Because I understand in the Kenyan Constitution, the 2010 Constitution, it caters for the 5%. When you look at the article of special needs, that was about special needs of 2003, there's a provision for the 5% of these persons with disabilities.
To all ministries.
To all ministries. Even in the police arena. We should get 1 or 2 people representing persons with disabilities in those areas.
Yeah.
For example, if you ask ourselves, how many, let us take this 5% and now put it on this table of political arena. How many politicians do we know have been given the opportunity to serve in the higher positions in the government by just ensuring that this 5% gap is filled by them? There are very few, or maybe you could even say none.
Or the ones we know, they are always recycled from one docket to another.
From one docket to another, because currently the only person, because I understand that there are so many, but the only person that is popular so far is who?
Is Maura?
Is Maura.
And the other gentleman from Rift Valley, the one on wheelchair. Yeah, the one whose son committed suicide. Yes, that gentleman.
Very true.
Sankok or something.
Yeah,
Sankok. Yeah, those are the only we
those
know.
Are the only.
But you see, even the at this particular point, of course, we are taking the perspective of someone with visual impairment. We don't have anyone with visual impairment rise to such heights. Yes,
Yeah, very true.
Very
true, actually. actually we don't have. So that is something that we really need to look into. Even as people with visual impairment, we really need to come down and also discuss about that issue. How are we going to climb that mountain?
Yeah, just because we don't have sight does not mean we cannot have a vision.
It doesn't mean.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean. So we really need to go to those places. We need to advocate for our rights, so that we are given the due respect that we deserve.
Very nice. Maybe at this particular point, I think we have touched maybe on the spheres or which our interests are at, and like you said, of course, your desires, of course, in the media space, and now that I'm already in one. I think we will have a number of opportunities to meet and continue sharing like various phases of our lives, the facet that is. I don't know, maybe if there is something you feel you would want to communicate before to the darkroom viewers before maybe you.
To the darkroom viewers, I would say that thank you very much for everyone who is going to view this video, and I want to urge all of us, let us take seriously with the matters of persons with disabilities, especially in our country, because we are here and we exist, and do not look down on us. And also to the persons with disabilities, I want to say that you can go up to the highest point. They usually say that the sky is the limit. So any place, any arena, any space that you wish your desire is at, please ensure that you try, squeeze yourself until you find your way through that. If I just say, because I talked of spiritual matters, because I'm a Christian, if I would relate that one, there is that issue of the woman who was bleeding for 12 years. And the Bible records that it was not easy for her to reach where Jesus was, but she squeezed herself amidst those people, the crowd, until she was able to touch the hem or the garment of Jesus Christ. So it is the same thing that we are trying to imply, that in everywhere that you want to reach, please ensure that you squeeze yourself, find your way. Do not allow any hindrance to stop you from reaching your desired place.
Very nice, Bwana Zakari. Unajua nimeongea hivyo usikie nimekumbuka Jalango. Jalango came all the way from Nyanza to Nairobi. He was just just finished from first, then he started attending hizo nilizoko theater, sio? Kidogo ndio hiyo is acting. Kidogo ndio hiyo then kidogo like nisikia venye alijoin Kiss. Those of course people when they what do you call it, like those people wanted there was a shortlisting that was taking place, so he showed up and he did not meet the bare minimum. You see, he didn't have the papers, but he was there.
He was there. Up to now he's an MP or who?
He's an MP of Langata.
So it is very, very important that we find our way.
Struggle and touch the hem.
And touch the hem. That is why your healing is. Don't find your healing somewhere else where there isn't. You could be spending a lot of resources trying to fix yourself in a place that you're not fit.
True. Very true. Very true, Zakari. So thank you, Zakari. Thank you for turning up. It's such an honor. So like finally to this darkroom viewers, ni kuwakumbusha like you are the help you have been waiting for. until maybe you decide to work on on yourself. Usiki utazamisha tu hiyo email hiyo. Kufikia hapo I think until maybe the next episode. It's goodbye for now.